Everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making some hot cross buns and we're just going to get straight into it. We're going to start off with 1/4 cup of warm milk and we're going to go ahead and put yeast in it. One package of the yeast is pretty much 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast, and we're going to let that rise for about 10 minutes. Some people mix up the yeast. I normally don't. I just leave it alone and let the yeast do its own thing. We're going to go ahead and add 1/2 cup of milk, warm milk again, inside the bowl. Warm milk again. And then we're just going to go ahead and add in sugar, 1/2 cup of sugar. This recipe doesn't require a lot of sugar. I personally don't like pastries and my buns to be too sweet, so I just keep it simple with 1/2 cup of sugar. And then we're going to put 1/2 cup of sugar. Then we're going to go ahead and put 5 tablespoons of butter. 5 tablespoons of butter, warm butter, not too hot. You guys, not too hot because we're going to put the yeast back in here. I don't like to put my stuff too hot. We're going to kill the yeast if we do that. So I like to keep it lukewarm, my butter. So in the middle, we're going to go ahead and stir and whisk it. I'm just going to whisk it right here. I was taking off my, my hair thing, my hair bandage for my hair. So we're just going to mix it up. Mix it, whisk it up. Take your time, you guys. Like I always say in my videos, bacon is very timely, so you have to take your time and just, it's a peace of mind, just relax. And we're gonna put 2 eggs. We're gonna stir that up again. We're gonna whisk it. We're gonna whisk that up, everything. And then we're gonna go ahead and add some nutmeg, some cinnamon I have here. I didn't put too much. I put like 1/8 of each. 1/8 of each ingredient. I put cinnamon, I put nutmeg, you could put allspice. I didn't put allspice, but you can if you want to get fancy. And I just go ahead and whisk it up again. Soon we're gonna add in the yeast and the milk that we just rest for 10 minutes. We're gonna add that in and we're gonna whisk it up again. Use everything in the bowl. I don't like to waste anything. I use everything, and we're gonna go ahead and whisk that up. Just keep on whisking until it gets smooth enough. Don't mind the little small lumps of the yeast. Just keep stirring it. It's gonna be fine, you guys. It's gonna come out so good. Trust me. And then right here we have 3.5 cup of flour. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna pour the whole thing of flour. I'm doing it at a time. I'm putting the flour, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use my standard mix and mix that up. Gonna mix it up, and take your time, you guys. Take your time. Just take your time. Free up, put some music on, and I'm right here. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little more gradually, more flour. I'm adding in the rest of it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it up. And then right here, actually, guys, the other footage, it was starting to get a little sticky with my hand mix, so I just go ahead and just started kneading myself. I took a spatula because that's gonna happen, you guys. Don't get too nervous when that happens. Just stop the standard mixer and just go ahead and start kneading. You actually don't even need a standard mixer. So you see how it got a little sticky right here? So I added a little flour to help the kneading process to be better. So just keep on kneading it. Take your time, relax yourself, enjoy it, because trust me, this recipe is bad. It's so good. I'm gonna go ahead and add 1/2 cup of raisins. You can use raisins, you can use cranberries, you can use whatever dry fruit you want. I chose raisins because that's what I had at the time. And we're just gonna go ahead and add it and just knead it. And knead it up until it all combined properly. And yeah, we're just gonna need this part. And the thing with bacon is the thing with bacon that takes the longest is rising, you guys. This is not even the part that's hard. It's rising that's hard, you guys. Not hard, but it's just the time. You have to have time when it comes to bacon. So right now I just go ahead and sprayed some cooking spray on the bowl because we're gonna let the dough rest for like an hour and 20, 30 minutes, about that. I did it for like an hour and 30 minutes, you guys. I just let it rest. So this is the part that just take a little time. So just relax yourself, go watch some TV, go and listen to some music, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy yourself. So then that's how it's gonna look. That's how it looks right now. Wow, my hand looks so pink from all that kneading. So right now I just place a warm rag on top of the around I don't want to say rag, towel on top of it, and I just let it rest. And then I just went straight in to show you guys how to how it looked after it rise. So I'm just gonna go ahead and knead it after. You see how it puffed up a little bit after it rised. So this is how it looks. I'm just gonna knead that in. We're just gonna knead it in for a few minutes, and and then I'm gonna cut it. Actually, we're gonna cut it up. We're gonna cut it up in two big logs right now. We're gonna cut up in two big logs, and we're gonna cut into 12 pieces. So we're gonna fix it up nice, do it like a log, and we're gonna do it the next side. Yeah, if a raisin or anything falls out, just push it back in, and then fix it up like a log again, and we're gonna go ahead and cut it. Cut it. I had a scraper, so I just use that to cut. See that I'm like forming, I'm stretching it out a little bit, so I can go ahead and properly cut it evenly, the 12 pieces. And it don't have to be perfect, you guys. Don't Bacon is not, it don't have to be perfect. So go ahead. Bacon, I mean, excuse me, the measurements need to be properly, but I mean like forming the dough and all that, it's okay if it's not perfect, you guys. Excuse me, let me fix what I just said. Because if you mess up measurements with bacon, it can go wrong. It's a very tedious when it comes to bacon. So I'm talking about the art of bacon, like forming it, that don't have to be perfect. So I just went there and rolled it out a little bit more because it wasn't how I wanted it to be. And I'm just gonna stretch it out again. And this side, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut 6 pieces. And right now we're about to make some balls. I'm gonna show you guys how to form the balls in the next clip. So I'm just gonna go straight into it, you guys. I'm gonna show you how to make the ball form like a bun. The bun. It's very simple. You just make it like a circle. You can use a table to form the dough, or you can even use your hands. It's very simple, you guys. It's not a big brainer to come with this. It's very simple. It's just straight to the point. And we're gonna do that with all the 12 pieces. I pinched it a little bit to make it form a little bit, and I just roll it out. I use some cooking spray on a pan, well, a baking ware, pan baking ware, you know what I mean. And this is how it looks. And I'm just gonna let this rest for like 15 to 20 minutes. And we're gonna put it in a warm place with a warm towel over it. And it's gonna look like this after 15-20 minutes, you guys. Again, like I said, you guys, it's the rising that's the longest when it comes to this. And this is how it looks after I finish baking. It looks so good, you guys. It's so good. Right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a simple sugar water. Again, it's just literally sugar and water. Yeah. I didn't have a brush. Use what you have. I use a thumb. I'm saying a thumb, but yeah. I mean, a spoon. And I'm just gonna go ahead and rub it on the buns. And I didn't use all of it because like I said, you guys, I don't like my pastries and stuff to be too sweet. I just use it to moisture the buns to give it a little shine. And that's it. It's very simple to do the sugar water. And after that, we're gonna go ahead and make the icing. The icing is very simple. I use a cup of confession sugar. That's how you pronounce it? The little powdered sugar. And I'm gonna go ahead and put like 1 to 2 tablespoons, depending on how thick you want the icing to be. And we're gonna make the famous crust that everybody loves with the hot buns. So you don't have to be perfect with this part, you guys. And I also use a Ziploc bag, and I just placed it in there. I use a cup. I advise you use a cup to place it in, it so it won't get messy. Use a cup and place the Ziploc bag in, and get a spatula and put the icing in, and cut a small hole inside the Ziploc bag. Don't make it too big. And this is it. It's not too perfect, you guys, but it's so good. Oh my god! When I tell you it was so good, My God, I give myself a pat on the back. So this is the
You
ending
just gonna
product.
cut that boy.
Oh my God.
See how nice that looking? Put that
Can't wait
in.
for my piece.
You put that cheese on that boy.
Cheese and bun.
Yeah. Fix it up well. Set up. You see the bread stuff can't wait. Can't wait to be eaten. And then
That's my good boy.
then take